Hi, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. Welcome to your July 2023 tarot reading. I hope that you all enjoy and that life has been treating you well. Also, happy birthday to you guys. Let's go ahead and take a look to see what the divine has for you, all right? You have the Emperor coming out. Death. Eight of Wands. Cancer, there's a situation in your life where you realize that you're taking your power back in a very dominant way because you absolutely needed to. Otherwise, the situation was going to end something and you were going to lose out on an opportunity that really comes once in a lifetime here with the Eight of Wands. And I feel like it could have easily gotten away from you. But I also get here that you are definitely putting an ending to something or a situation involving possibly a Pisces, Scorpio here, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius coming through too, where there's a sense of belittlement here, or you just deserving better, more. I feel like there's something that was just inauthentic in a situation that you really just had to say no to. You're going to be very, very happy that you move away from this situation immediately, because with the Tower here, this could just be you. Your intuition could have given you insight on a person that, you know, in due time, maybe in a few months or so, they were going to have something really, really crucial happen in their life that you just don't want to be a part of. Or you just saw something just going very, very wrong if you stayed wherever it is that you were. So we see that you gain your strength to be determined enough to move forward. I like the energy for you. I feel like you're making the wisest choice as well. Let's see what else is coming out. You got the Four of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. I'm also getting here, it could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, if you don't have those placements in your chart. Even still here, I feel like there's a situation where somebody is recognizing a situation that you're in. You could be saving for something. Some of you guys are saving up for a huge investment here with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and others of you are just saving up for, you know, your own decision, for your own choices. You know, maybe you wanting to invest in yourself, or a specific thing, maybe a car, or maybe a cosmetic procedure as well. I feel like there's an investment that you are saving up for that you have to invest in. You feel like, energetically speaking, that it is meant for you to have this, to obtain this. It's a goal, it's an accomplishment. There's somebody around you who could be attempting to convince you that this is not worthwhile. There's also somebody here who could be criticizing your financial investments and how you use your money. Okay, I don't know how they would know about this. This could be a family member, I'm not really sure, or a friend here, but I feel like there's a situation where somebody is a little bit critical of you. And I also feel here where it makes you a little bit conflicted on the decisions that you make and how you're maneuvering. Okay, this could also be somebody who's playing as a distraction as well, seeing as they might want to take some of your abundance and have their own plan towards it, and why they might want to stagger yours. We will clarify and see, you know, what this person has going on here, but I do feel like there's an energy here of a little bit of manipulation that is coming through, and temptation. Okay, there seems to be someone attempting to try to get underneath your skin. I'm also seeing that some of you guys, King of Wands energy, you've been very passionate when it comes to trying to get yourself going financially, especially if you experienced a burden. Some of you guys, this could have been a direct job loss, or you losing something that was of significance or importance to you, because possibly something that is more meant for you is meant to come in or happen, or, you know, whatever this may be. I also feel like there's somebody who could have taken something from you as well, that's in your energy. Okay, just theft in general. The Ten of Pentacles comes out. I feel like you're going to be able to fully recover from whatever this is, but I do feel like you won't be deceived. And it's very important, because I feel like this person might attempt to dissuade you by getting you to settle. You know, It's basically saying, like, even though this is the Ten of Pentacles, you could have even still got a better deal, but somebody doesn't want to tell you that. So it's that type of energy that is giving off, where there could be something that is restrictive in the energy. I'm also getting that someone that you're going to put, like, some of you guys might have a breakup that has occurred or happened already, or like you've been thinking about leaving a person. It's kind of been on your mind. Could be dealing with the Scorpio, an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy here. Whatever the situation is, this person is obsessed with you, dude. Like, they're obsessed with not liking you, is what I mean. Like, this person could be saying some negative things. I don't like it. It's one of those things where it's like, over time, the passions that you thought that you liked about this person, you didn't even like. That's who I'm picking up on right now. This person during this time might, like, start popping up on your social media, or you might see them looking through your stuff, or, you know, you might come across a picture of this person and kind of like separate yourself or throw it away, realize, you know, that it's there and let it go. And then suddenly this person might be reaching out to you, or you might hear something about this person. Really weird. I'm getting strong air vibes with it. I feel like this is somebody that your family did not approve of either. Page of Swords, they could have viewed this person as being either too young for you or too young-minded, childish. This person could have been smart-mouthing somebody that you hold dear to you. I'm also getting here that someone's inner child was affected by another person as well. That's not for all of you, that's for some of you, okay? It could just be a long-term memory that somebody will have closely related to this person that affects the situation. You have the King of Pentacles in the Tower. I feel like you choose to take everything in as a wise investment or choice here before you make your decisions. But ultimately, you're moving away from a lot of things that don't serve you. And it's happening very, very quickly at the end of the month. I feel like the last week of July is going to be very eye-opening, in the sense that you're going to feel more secure after a while of feeling like there was a lot of insecurity or a lot of people around you who didn't have the best intentions, you having to decipher who's for you, who's on your corner, who's on your side, in your corner, excuse me, or on your side, and who's not. To then have the last week be something of a huge change or turnaround or a shift. Something that's been going on for a while seems to stop with this Tower. And I feel like it's something that you absolutely need, because you're going to realize that there's a lot of like resentment or regret with a lot of situations around you. It's like your time to fully release everything that has happened, accept it as it has come to you, and release it fully, but also to be very honest about your intuitive nudges about things. You know, when the divine was encouraging you to use your intuition and to lead and guide based off of what you were doing, were you doing that? You know, because if you are, you're going to see a lot of that pay off when this Tower comes. A lot of good things that you needed to leave are leaving your life. But if you are choosing to hold on to things that you know are karmic, that you keep reliving with a person who is literally just obsessed with your money, for a lot of you, or your title, your status, your appearance, something that is physical about you solely. Could even be just a sexually intimate relationship here. Wherever the obsession lies here, you're going to see that if you keep holding on to that toxic situation, that toxic job, that toxic thing that, you know, with people around you that you know don't necessarily have your best interests in all ways, I'm seeing that you might be deeply hurt or feel an inconsolable energy because this person might not be in your life. And I don't see this being as a terrible thing. I'm seeing it's actually good for you, but you just might be very resistant on this journey because the divine is moving you away from this person swiftly with the Knight of Wands and strength. So they want you to be strong and courageous. This is a sign that there's going to be something that happens whether you want it to or not is actually good for you, is to protect you from something, but you must realize that it needs to happen this way, okay? You could have went through many situations in the last year or so that have been like this, Cancer, but I feel like the divine has been feeling with your sign that it has to communicate and teach you this way because there's a lot of things that have been coming up for you, Cancer. We're going to be very honest. I'm not going to blame you for anything. I feel like, if anything, it's been a lot of things just kind of coming up at you one after one, if not, multiple, time after time. So it's hard for you to stand still or to remember certain reflective things that you need to take in mind about yourself, and this is why this is happening, okay? So you just be very mindful of that and how you are emotionally coping and handling things, because that's what's going to be key for you when it comes to you personally, what you need to do for yourself. You need to remember how you emotionally cope with things, because it's going to come up and you want to make sure that you have a good solidified influence and a good foundation in those areas, okay? Emotional stability is the thing, and also your intuition and trusting that, staying true to yourself, all right? Not being afraid of your feelings. You got the Knight of Chalices on the Emperor. There's a lot of progression that is coming in, and I feel like you're very masterful, you're very strong, and because of this, there's a lot of people who are emotionally impacted by you, intrigued by you, wanting to offer you opportunities here, but also you wanting to receive a lot of these things too. I feel like it's a very mutual energy from this Knight of Chalices on the Emperor. There's a lot of communication that is wanting to come in, a lot of things that are wanting to be said, a lot of truths that are going to be coming into you too, but you could also be taking back your control or power over a situation involving an air sign here, a situation where you really do have to speak forth how you feel if you want this to move forward or if you want to leave this behind and separate. I feel like whatever you choose is based off of the behavior and action of others here. And with the Knight of Swords, this energy, man, has been coming out for like the last few readings I've done of a manipulative person, somebody who's coming and lying either about who they are, their intentions. I feel like somebody feels manipulated as far as someone's intentions. And also, I feel here, this could even be something like you getting a text message from someone who's asking you about something, but really they wanted to talk to you. They really were missing you. They really wanted to connect with you in a different way than what they're giving off, Cancer, okay? So just be mindful of that. I feel like this is somebody here who, Four of Swords, yeah, they were well meditated over the situation. If it seems like they kind of texted you out the blue, they've been thinking about you for a while, or they've had your name up in their mouth, they've been on your social media, they've been kind of reflecting over the situation. And I feel here where, truthfully, you've moved on. Truthfully, you've moved on and you've gotten a lot better here. And so, their stagnancy in comparison to your progression, it seems very obvious. Could be Pisces energy as well that I'm picking up on. I'm getting here that there's something very flighty about a person that you bring up or somebody brings up about you. I don't really know how this is going. It could be different depending on who I'm talking to, okay? People have their own things that they like and maybe dislike about a person, a partnership, and a situation here. And this seems to be one of the things that's coming up. But I also get here, if somebody is unfaithful in relationships, or if they bring a lot of conflict, or if there's a lot of work, disagreements when it comes to the scenario and the partnership, it makes it harder to connect. We do see here that in the future, there's going to be somebody who's very, very happy with themselves and how they choose to move away from this situation, recognizing that it's not meant for them. I'm also getting here if you were accused of being a third party in a situation here, they could have been the one having a third party if you know that you weren't. Also, I'm big. It's like a two-sided situation where both mofos have been unfaithful to some degree. One person learned their lesson or recognized that somebody didn't like certain things, and they considered that a third party. Okay, this can also be with work situations, like I said too. They didn't like how somebody was communicating at work with you, and they kind of brought something up to the forefront. But there's a lot of that like pettiness here, Cancer, and I feel like with the Magician energy, that's not the best energy to have and be picking up on when we're talking about such things, and the Three of Swords beside it. But I like it on the Four of Pentacles because it does say that you've also been saving up, not only emotionally, anything related to the heart chakra, financially, when it comes to situations that you're unsure of. We see you saving up, waiting around, waiting for better deals, better times. When it comes to emotionally opening up, you might not necessarily be so open to that, because I feel like there's something here that's screaming red flag about a situation, is ringing your alarm bells here. And I do see where a lot of you guys have matured a lot during this time too, and there might have been a situation where you regret how you treated someone in the past, and you kind of have chosen to want to be a little bit better in these avenues. But with the Magician here on the Four of Pentacles, I feel like there's this sense of disinterest, disdain, and you get this a lot when it comes to circumstances since you've ended things with a person here. I feel like there's something about, really, if you had another opportunity to go back to a specific person, I feel like there's something that you put on a pedestal, quite literally, in this depiction. Or somebody is putting you on a pedestal in this situation here with the Queen of Swords on it. Somebody wanting to speak some sort of truth. They wouldn't say this to anybody else. There's no other ex that they view you like, or you have somebody like that where you don't view everybody like how you view this person. But there's been some sort of change or difference or action that has happened that has really left someone without, or vulnerable, or open, or feeling like they've lost. And it's a big loss. It's not a small loss here. But I also get that, there's almost like this, weird. It's the Six of Cups on it. Past energy, that past loving energy that I was picking up on, a soulmate energy. But I'm also getting here, some of you guys might be wallowing in the emotion of like a lack of investment when it came to past situations, past investments that you could have taken opportunity towards. This could be like if you're working, right? Like, and you were looking for buildings to work out of, and there was something that you could have hopped on, and you had the abundance for it, and things would have been very great. You would have had a lot more clientele. You would have had a lot more things going for yourself that were very satisfactory. There seems to be something that you are a little bit resentful of, but you're also trying to appreciate what you are in the present day with the Six of Cups here. This could be your way of trying to manifest it into your future or bring it in. But with the Tower here coming out, I also feel like there's going to be a change with that too. Like, you could be comparing two people, or somebody is doing this to you, Cancer, during this month. And because of someone not even being nearly the caliber of another person here, it could be why something is falling apart. Huge trust issues. The other person could feel manipulated, like a person really wasn't who they say they are. They didn't really have what they thought that they did. Somebody could feel like somebody was just using them for money after they learned some information about this person. You got the Five of Chalices, the Three of Chalices, and Justice here on this Ten of Pentacles. Wow. There's something that you feel like you've missed out on that was worthwhile, and I feel like you're trying to make it right in some degree here with Justice. I also get here that that's not working out. Like, when you try to force something to work, and then it's bottom of the deck, Seven of Wands. Yeah, be very defensive. Like, if you put in a lot of effort to make something work and you feel like it's just not working, Do something to complete that cycle, because you'll have more fulfillment once you end it, once you complete it. Because there seems to be something here about that. And the Eight of Swords, you got the stars and you got the Fool. Somebody is thinking about having a wish fulfillment and having a reset with you, or a restart in the situation. And it's very conflicting to the other party here. So I feel like there's something that is not favorable for both parties here. And if it's not favorable, or if you don't see symmetry coming from this situation, there's going to be something that happens when it comes to situations like this. When it comes to circumstances where there needs to be a ruling, or there needs to be something that kind of gets things tipped in the right way, I feel like there's going to be forward movement apart from a person, or separating a person, because it's better. Because it's better. I also see somebody being seen through. Yeah, somebody being seen through during this time with that star energy. And I feel like somebody is able to gain a lot of stability and security, but also balance and help and assistance, and also a huge amount of abundance because of how they handle the situation. King of Pentacles energy here, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy, as well as Sagittarius here. I get where there's something about being a better role model, you know, choosing to make better choices here, decision makings here. Somebody is choosing to grow up and move on with their life, to have they feel like they have a higher calling in life now, a better path that they're going on, or you feel this way, Cancer, if you're taking on the King of Pentacles energy. Some of you guys might have Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn placements in your chart. You should go check those videos out, or maybe Aquarius or Sag here too. I get where you're going to have a lot of growth here once you recognize that there's a lot of things that aren't serving you, that maybe you were fighting for, you know, at one point in time, but it's just not the right time for you to have them. And with the Knave of Wands here, you have passion, new beginnings on new endeavors for yourself. Some of you guys could be wanting to write a book. Some of you guys might be wanting to expand your business a little bit. Or some of you are, you know, finding a new hobby for yourself to indulge in, or taking an outside adventure here. Some of you guys could become hikers, or somebody who is interested in the outdoors a little bit more spontaneity when it comes to nature is going to help the heart chakra, abundance and money come into, especially if you're a business person. You getting outside, doing something, connecting with nature, either to ground yourself or to connect, maybe even like hugging a tree and giving all the negative energy that you no longer need to source, is going to be great for you to end a lot of things that were just dead end situations that just aren't serving you. You're going to feel a lot better too. I'm also getting here, you're going to feel a lot better once you put a total ending to a situation that is a real dud. This could be a Scorpio. This could be another Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This can also be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Scorpio is here twice, okay? I get here, there's somebody that you find the truth out about. This is somebody who could be trying to use you for your money. This could also be somebody here who, somebody might have taken something from you, or you worry about this person, you know, up and leaving you or something like that, like, and what your life would be like. If you're in a situation that's very codependent, or if you are struggling with like a home situation, or trying to, somebody like trying to save up the money for something, or maybe to move, or for a certain type of home, certain type of lifestyle could also be factored in here. But I do see where there might have been a marriage here, two people living together, or two people splitting the bills in a certain area to have wish fulfillment when it comes to a certain lifestyle. You might have to sacrifice some things, and it's going to be worthwhile, because truthfully, I feel like your fulfillment and what you desire has changed since you've received this. This seems like something that you retrieved at one point that you thought was going to be your wish fulfillment, and then you're like, no. Okay? Like, big no. Because for some of you, you recognize that it's just not going to lead you to success. You're not going to be happy because there's a lack of happiness within that thing that you liked at one point in time that has sucked all of the vitality that you had towards it. And for others of you who have been seeking out and desiring something more, maybe even looking into a place, to invest in, you're going to see something and it's going to be your end all be all. Okay? Because you don't need to worry about the other options and choices when you've already seen your life there and you know that it's meant for you and it's in your path. Now, of course, there could be things that happen where people just don't accept your offer and you still have to look elsewhere, you're forced to, and things like that. But for those of you who feel like the thing that you're looking at, the thing that you want to obtain, that there aren't that many people looking at it, it's yours. And you need to go ahead and do things to prepare for it to be yours. Because for some of you, if you know you're getting a fixer-upper, for example, you already know that there's going to be some things that might be a little bit stagnant. It might take you some time. But you want to think of these things ahead of time, because I do see there's going to be some crazy transformations that take place. Good transformations as well, too. But also, the energy around you is going to be very important in how things go. So they can be up in the air at this point in time. And by the time we get to August, we'll know more about it. But until then, let's go ahead and clarify this message for you guys, Cancer, and see what else you need to do. What else is coming out for Cancer, please? Ask your spirit helpers. 15, and then call on your joy angels. Yeah, with all this work that you're putting in, you're going to need a lot of help, assistance, guidance from high vibrational energies, people that you know that you can trust, ancestors that you know that you can trust. For those of you who deal with like deities, or you deal with like Gaia, or you deal with the Orishas, what have you, right? I feel like whoever you connect with, you want to make sure that you ask specifically for their help and their assistance during this time. And also ask for the enlightenment, the joys, the happiness, and the positive experiences from life. For those of you who just simply pray and don't necessarily go into detail, pray for happiness and pray for joyful times. Pray for, like, if you're an athlete, or if you love outdoors, or if you love moving your body, pray for things that aspire towards those interests, because I feel here where you have the opportunity to receive a lot of what it is that you need and what you desire. But there seems to be this energy of like Cancer being restrictive because they don't want to look silly, or they don't want to look like a fool, when really this is your personal time to connect with yourself and to realize what it is that you need and what you desire, so that you can get away from energy like this. Okay. It's the truth with the Ace of Swords underneath there. I feel like you need to be, more open to opportunities, more open to the excitement of life, and getting away from the burdens of things. We all go through very similar things, but it's the way that we choose to handle it as well. And also the way that we choose to view it. Many of you are going to go through a huge perspective change during this time with this Hangman early on in the month. And I feel here where you will need this perspective change, because there's going to be more spontaneity that comes in your energy, because you realize that the worst is now behind you, okay? That your steps are ordered here when you go from the 15 to the 16 here. And also that life is meant to have some things that you have to get away from that are attempting to sabotage you, but that you do have people that are close to you, dear to you, that will help guide your life and help you to get on track whenever you feel lost, or whenever you feel like you don't know what to do or where to go. Okay. I feel like there's also something about you calling on the divine here to help you to sleep. Some of you guys have been having trouble in your rest states, I'm seeing, with this 9 of Swords, and then at the bottom of the deck, you had sleep on it. And I noticed a really disturbed energy around the death and like the home energy. You might have had to leave a home because you might have been worried that it had bad energy on it because of all of like I feel like you were sleeping well at one point in time, and then it's like a sudden shift, but it might have to do with the living situation for some of you guys. You might do like some Reiki on that or something, but I feel like, nevertheless, you want to get away from the worrisome energies, and praying or doing like some Reiki as you rest might help to aid or guide your sleep if you've been having trouble with that, because that's the only way that you're going to have, that good energy and success to get yourself out of strife and to get yourself into happier times. Having a good sleeping schedule is very, very essential to, the quality of life that we seek to live. Okay. So just be very mindful of that, Cancers. That's your message. That's all the energies that wanted. All of the messages that wanted to come out for you guys. I was going to go somewhere else. All of the energies wanted to tell you that, possibly, to focus on praying for your sleep state as well. But yes, thumbs up the video if it resonated with you. Comment down below. Subscribe to the channel. I would love to have your energy here for next time. Thank you so very much for watching, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.